Filipino independence struggle that after more than 333 years of Spanish colonial rule exposed the weakness of Spanish administration but failed to evict the Spaniards from the island. The Spanish-American War brought Spain's rule in the Philippines to a close in 1898. Spanish colonization started way back 1565 after Ferdinand Magellan's discovery of the archipelago. Spanish conquistadores established a colonial government in Cebu and later on transferred to Manila. The Philippines Revolution started December 18, 1897. The Pact of Biak na Bato, however, brought a temporary end to the Philippine Revolution. Aguinaldo and other revolutionary leaders accepted to be exiled in Hong Kong with 400,000 pesos. Spanish promises a substantial governmental reforms in return for laying down their arms. After the U.S. Navy Commodore George Dewey annihilated the Spanish fleet in Manila Bay on May 1, 1898, Aguinaldo immediately returned to the Philippines. The revolution caused from the suffering of the Filipino, persecution, abuse, and slavery. But after 333 years of repression, the Philippines announces its independence on June 12, 1898 by the first President General Emilio Aguinaldo in his ancestral house in Cavite El Viejo, or currently known as Kawit Cavite. After the declaration, General Emilio Aguinaldo established a dictatorial government, making him the first dictator. This idea was advised by Ambrosio Bautista, who also penned the Act of Proclamation of the Independence of the Filipino people.
Ambrosio Rianzares Bautista was born in Bian, Laguna on December 7, 1830 to Gregorio Enriquez Bautista and Silvestra Altanera. He finished his law degree at the University of Santo Tomas and practiced his profession in Manila, wherein Dr. Jose Rizal during his student days in Manila even sought the advice of Don Ambrosio called Tio Bosyong. Bautista, as a lawyer, was deeply esteemed and respected by his fellow contemporaries. His distinguished colleagues include Chief Justice Cayetano Arellano, Chief Justice Florentino Torres, Miguel Dipan, and Dr. Pedro Paterno. In eye of the public, he was known to be as a stalwart defender of the poor and laborers, giving them free legal advice and defending their cases in court free of charge. Bautista joined various organizations and associations that spreaded the national interest of the Filipinos, and the time he was a member of Rizal Patriotic Association, Liga Filipina. When Rizal was deported to the detention, he later on joined the Corpo de Compromisarios, which was also among the financial contributor of the patriotic newspaper La Solidaridad, and was as an article writer for the nationalistic newspaper of the Revolution La Independencia. Bautista got wind of Aguinaldo arrived on May 19, 1898 and immediately traveled to Kawit to offer his service to the formerly exiled general. With his exceptional knowledge in law, he became the political advisor of Aguinaldo. Bautista not only wrote the Act of Philippine Independence but was also the one of proclaimed at the general residence in Kawit, Cavite between 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, June 12, 1898. 2 years after the first outbreak of the Philippine Revolution on August 1896, it was for the first time in the national history that present Filipino flag was officially unfurled and the national anthem played.